My name is Amy Isaac. I am the drug court director for all 3 Vinton County drug courts. I have lived in Vinton County all my life. Many years ago, I had a mother who was an addict, so I was raised by my grandparents. And then I, married and went out on my own and ended up going back to school. And slowly I went into different fields, but the one that stuck was I worked for Tasca, Southeast Ohio, and Health Recovery Services, and I worked with people with addiction and mental health issues. And then when this opportunity came up to be in charge of 3 drug courts and run my own programs, I jumped on it because I have a passion for this, because I know that people can change their life around and be in recovery and have a whole new life, a whole new book to their story. So I feel like no matter what job I've been in, but even specifically working with people with substance abuse disorders or mental health disorders, that I try to, talk to them and come at them the same way I would want somebody to treat me and talk to me. Because I've always said, any of us could be in the same situation these people were in at the drop of a hat, snap of a finger. Like, you can never put yourself above these people who are struggling, because we don't know what led them to be where they're at. All I know is I've got to give them a chance and I've got to show them that I will give them respect. I will, be there for them, until they, push me to a point that I have to kind of be firm and put a boundary and be like, no, you've got to do this. But I got to show them the respect I would want people to show me. And I feel like when you do that, it builds a better rapport with them where they do trust you and eventually open up and let you know what led them, so then you can get them the help they need to what led them to do, the drugs or whatever. Because something 9 times out of 10 has led these people to do drugs to deal with whatever they're dealing with. They're trying to mask it or cover it up. Lots of places you can send people to, but a lot of them struggle about how far away maybe it is from their families, or if they're involved with children's services, away from their kids, even though their kids are in foster home. To them, if they leave that area to even go get help, they feel like they're leaving their kids, and they feel like they'll never get them back. And so they really struggle with finding somewhere closer to home to get the help they need. I've seen people who have really been working hard. They got a job, they finally got a house, and they're working their butt off to prove. And then I've seen where parole officers have treated them like they're still actively using, and it just keeps pushing them backwards instead of lifting them up. I have ones who have graduated from the drug courts, or even ones who weren't successful but have come back and they're like, what you did for me, the respect you showed me, the love you showed me, the care you showed me was what led me to finally feel like I could do this. Just recently we had a girl graduate from our felony drug court, and she's doing amazing. She's got a place to live, she's got a full-time job, she's back in her kid's life. She's doing so wonderful, because it is treatable. It is treatable just like mental health is treatable. If the right combination of factors come together, anybody can do it. And she went back to school and she went clear through and got her bachelor's in nursing, was working for the state of Ohio before she had a stroke and passed away. I had completely rebuilt my relationship with her. Biggest thing that I would suggest to people to reduce stigma when it comes to, substance abuse disorders or even mental health disorders is just remember, these are people. These are people that are struggling with something. And, even if you don't want to look at the substance abuse disorder part of it, something they're struggling with that has led them to that, we have to treat them like people. We can't treat them like objects. We can't treat them like they're less than us. We have to treat them like they're part of our family, so that eventually they can trust us to help them get where they need to be, or where eventually they want to be, because most of these people don't want to be where they're at. So I would suggest, you just gotta you gotta be kind. You just gotta show kindness. You can show kindness without, enabling them, but, just show them some kindness. But if anybody out there has a family member or themselves or a friend who's struggling with addiction and they're not involved with the law, they don't have to be involved from my drug court for to come to see me, or for you to come and see me and me make referrals to get them in somewhere. Our doors are open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4. If anytime anybody needs to see somebody from the community or them themselves want to come in because they know somebody and want to get information, we will help you as much as we can. We need to look out for each other. We need to look out for the people in our community, make referrals. We're not always going to have, the good story and the end's good like my mom's did. We're going to have the sad ones where they overdose and die, but that's where we need to come together as a community and try to prevent less and less of those, and not be afraid of the options that are out there that can save people's lives, like Narcan. We can't be against stuff that is eventually going to save somebody's son or daughter, somebody's mother. We have to be open and work together as a community for anything to work. It's the only way it's going to work.